I pretty much focus on one thing, and that's my children. I feel I can accomplish anything because of them. I have to do it for them. So that's how I look at it. Yeah, my daughter sings, and it's amazing to see how well she picks up on songs, and it's like, that's a mini me, and I'm proud. And it's funny because it's like, I don't know if I really want her to get in this business, but if she was to get into it, I'm behind her 100%. And at least I can guide her because I kind of been through it. Well, quick little story. I was going to school to be a mortician. Totally different than this. And one day a friend of mine was like, hey, come to my rehearsal. And I got to the rehearsal and it was like, hey, do you sing? I was like, yeah. And man, that's been 11 years ago. I didn't finish school. Man, to have people that support you is number one, because this business can be very harsh. For me, I've learned, being the youngest amongst a lot of the entertainers, that I learned what to do and what not to do from people before me. And then I have a lot of older people behind me saying, hey, I did this didn't quite work out, so go a different direction. So it means a lot to have a lot of people supporting me. Even with some programs that are still in school, it takes a hands-on kind of learning. To shadow someone in the business is the best thing you can do because you see it right up front of what they're going through. Well, especially in Las Vegas, being 21 is a key factor. Now, even though when I started out, I was actually 18. And I had a particular person take me under their wings, and I shadowed her. I worked for her. I learned everything I can soak up from her. And that was me falling into that rehearsal. But if you're 21, go out to the live jam sessions, go out to the lounges where they do have live entertainment, introduce yourself and ask questions and let these entertainers know that this is what I'm interested in doing. And you'd be surprised, a lot of them would not mind taking you under their wings. Like I said, my children, I have to grind for them because this business is hard, which is why I do work a day job, because it's not always steady. But there are times where I'm working 6 days a week singing. There are times when I'm working 1 day a week singing. And each time I do it, it's almost like doing it for the first time all over again because it's hard. And I know I have to get up the next morning, get myself ready, get the kids ready. But the long-term goal for me is to be able to take care of them from this business. So I do what I have to do to make it work. Like you said, I have dealt with cancer. I'm 29 years old and I've already had a hysterectomy. And it took me out of work for maybe like a month or something, but I was right back on that stage as if nothing ever happened. I guess it's the love of music that really keeps me going, and that takes a front seat even to my medical issues, but it drives me to push myself to be able to keep going. Well, I will be honest with you and say I am much better with singing in front of 10,000 people versus 10 people, because that's 10 direct eyes on me. Such a small crowd, you're focused on me, and I have to be focused on you. At least with 10,000 people, I got so many people to look at, so many thoughts running through my mind that I can kind of not be shy. But when it's a small, intimate crowd, I get really nervous. The clothes. I like to dress up, and I like to wear heels, and I like wigs, and I get to do all of that being a professional entertainer. I always have, and my family will tell you, I used to get in my aunt's and my mom's heels and play in their makeup when I was 4 or 5 years old. So to be able to do this and get paid for it, my kind of job. Whew, I in for a major, major shock. It is completely different when I'm singing in my bathroom in front of the mirror. Even to this day, I never know what kind of crowd I'm going to get when I hit the stage. So you always just have to be prepared to entertain different kind of audiences and be quick on your feet. That's the first thing I tell them. Be quick on your feet with your wittiness, with the things you're going to say. Because just like a comedian, we have a hard job Singing is not easy. You have to please a lot of people's ears. Everything. R&B, Motown, rock. I am a huge country fan. A lot of people don't know that. Love country music. Yep. I've been listening to Whitney probably since I can talk. My family, they're huge Whitney fans, and that voice, literally, I can close my eyes and I can hear her right now. And that's what I do when I perform her music. I just close my eyes and I hear her and it comes out of my mouth. So that's how I tackle that task. And I'm fortunate enough to be semi-okay with it. Never stop believing in yourself. You can do whatever you choose to do. Just put your best foot forward. Alexzandria Morgan. And that's my chapter and verse.